To me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about?
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Listen, y'all, The Breakfast Club just released their latest interview with Camron. All right, and in the middle of the interview, Envy asked Cam, where did the beef between you and Dame start? Okay, because again, as we all know, Dame and Cam, they've been going back and forth for several months now. Okay, it got out of hand, actually. Once kids were brought up, right, Cam's mom was mentioned. Next thing you know, Dame is announcing multiple lawsuits, okay? One versus Cam, okay? The same lawsuit that Cam calls a ChatGPT lawsuit, all right? Ain't nobody taking Dame serious. This is how Cam feel about it, including the Breakfast Club as well, because, again, they just had their viral interview with Dame as well. But listen, Cam, you know, he addresses the controversy involving him and Dame, but he also, you know, talks about how Dame essentially tried to extort him. Okay, this is crazy considering, you know, the history between Cam and Dame. You know, how did this beef get to this? Where now, you know, Cam is accusing Dame of extorting him. You know what I mean? And this is crazy because, again, a lot of people feel like recently Dame, you know, he's been getting a lot of bad publicity, right? Despite all of the contributions he's made to the culture of hip hop with his run with Rockefeller. You get what I mean? So a lot of people feel like the media has it out against Dame. But Cam is saying, listen, man, me and Mace, we did everything we could to try to hold Dame down. And this man went as far as to not only sue me, allegedly, but the man tried to extort me, y'all. So y'all know how we do. Let's check out this clip with Cam speaking on his beef with Dame Dash. And yeah, man, I'll make sure to leave the link in the, you know, the description so you can check out the full interview. But when I seen this, I said, yo, this is crazy. Are you kidding me right now? But let's get right into it, man.
The friction with you and Dame come from? How did that happen?
I don't know. It's a nigga Dame, like...
He was a manager or partner with you at one time, right?
Dame did a lot for me. You know what I'm saying? Like today's going to be my last day Dame dashing.
Us too. Us too.
Yeah, because it's annoying. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, pardon me. To be honest with you, I feel like I got set up. It felt like Dame had all these problems with me and never said it and was looking like a reason to say it. I was in a terrible deal at Epic Records. I grew up with Dame and Rockefeller was up. And he helped me get out that deal. And then I actually signed me to Rockefeller that helped me get my group on Rockefeller. Put out a platinum album. The Diplomats was born. It was great. And he did a lot for me. So I always attribute that. Not only I knew niggas since I was like 10, 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? And when Rockefeller fell apart, he's still my man. He's my man last year. You know what I'm saying? He's been my man this whole time. But to me, it's like a setup because no matter what, so publicly I've been giving this man props for 25 years. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't been a smooth 25 years, but that's always been my friend. I've never ran to the internet and talked about you, whether we's having good time, bad time, whatever. What I do over the years is take breaks from you. When I say that, it's like, I didn't call him Dame for a minute. I'll call him next year, this, that, and the third. And when he started talking about me on different podcasts, I'm like, bro, what is the fuck is this about? But he was saying, Cam is not a man. He ain't calling me this time. Yo, bro, everybody's not built for your personality. I am. I just know how to take breaks from you from time to time because I know your personality. Now I want to deal with it right now. But for him to go to the internet and start talking about me, it was like, really? That's what the fuck we doing? And when I seen that, I was like, this is crazy. He kept doing different interviews. Yo, Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. And I'm like, and then he talked about, the last thing was he said I didn't promote nothing we were supposed to go partners on with Honor Up, the movie, and we did an album with A-Track, and he said I didn't promote it. And I finally gave feedback on why I didn't promote it. I'm like, I didn't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but That's how it happened. From there, avalanche. He just went crazy. Started going crazy. Cam this, Cam that, Cam this. To even point where it's like, bro, now you stretching the truth. You lying about a few things. But that's where it all started from. For me, dissing on her up. But to me, if you want to diss my art or my movies or my music or whatever, cool. You start getting personal and start taking mad personal shit. And I'm like, we know too much about each other to be doing personal shit, because this shit could get nasty, because I know a lot about you know a lot about me, and I'm mad funny. Like, I don't want to ragdoll nigga, my man, on the internet, especially like, that's I'm not talking about, but who the fuck is you around to come out with a patch and teeth? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would never let you do that because you my man. I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, whoever you around, you not around no real niggas, because they would not let you come on the camera like that. And that's kind of how it started when I dishonored her, and shit just got personal. And it was to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, man, this could get nasty. And I spoke to Daniel. I know Daniel was up here with him. Daniel cool with me too. And so he kind of mediated it, and he was like, yo, this shit is not a good look for Harlem, yada, 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 yada. And I was like, cool. I said, listen, it was a Thursday. He said, look, I said, listen, I got something coming out tomorrow. It's already done. If you tell him, listen, this is coming out tomorrow, but I won't say nothing else about him on the internet, cool. He says, cool. He said, cool. He's still talking about me on the internet yesterday.
Right now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Cam Capone's on part 15, 17 right now.
Exactly. And it was like, bro, I thought we wasn't going to talk about each other. Cool, that ain't no problem. But to me, to be honest with you, I was tapped out when the nigga issued a $300 million lawsuit. And then he tells Daniel to tell me, yo, tell Cam to give me $1 million and we may let it all go away. And I'm like, you trying to quiet extort me? Like, what are you talking about? Send you $1 million off the $300 million. I said, let's go to court.
It's not a real lawsuit. It was ChatGPT.
I know that.
It's signed from the Dash Group. We got one of those too.
Yeah, no, but
it wasn't a lawsuit.
The fact that a nigga even that's supposed to be my man even do some shit like that, like, yo, for $1 million they'll go away. Nigga, I'm not sending you $1 million.
Well, I'm glad he didn't take your show off Revolt, because he could. Like,
he was your boss.
Yeah, he was your boss. He didn't take your
that's
show off Revolt.
That's the point. Like, the shit that nigga be talking about, to me, to me, it's semi-disappointing, because I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just to a point where I don't wish him wealth, health, and success, but I can't no more, because, like you said, in the Cam Capone and all that shit, you at a point where you said, as long as your name stay in the algorithm, even if it takes beefing with your man to be in the algorithm, that's where you at in life. And I'm like, I see why niggas be curving. You got to think about this, not just artists. If you sit there and think about the artists that he helped and put on, it's phenomenal. You sit there and think about Kevin Hart or Jay-Z or Kanye or myself or whoever, and nobody fuck with you. Is it the artist or is it you? You know what I'm saying? Not only that, your day one niggas don't fuck with you. Daniel, I'm not saying Daniel ain't his man, but like Rel Mac, all the niggas bigs, it's like niggas from your hood don't fuck with you. So I don't mean this in a bad way, because I know you're going to take this and this will be last another 3-4 months for him. You know, he'll take a spin at this kid, da-da-da. And then I be seeing, like, to me, bro, you try to defame my character to where it's like, for what, my nigga? Cam's a civilian. All right, Dane, whatever, I'm a civilian. We tried to give you $1 million last year when you was in the news for owing $800,000. We Mace and Dame don't even got a good relationship. They don't even fuck with each other, but Mace felt bad. I mean, he's like, Cam, you want to spend $500,000 just so this nigga don't got no debt? I'm like, I don't know. I'll do it, but I don't really know if we gonna make our money back. But for the sake of Dame, yeah, I'll do it. And then when the shit didn't go through, we suckers, because you want to wait on YoungBoy NBA or Drake or whatever other deal you had. We try to give you $1 million just to clear your debt up, and you basically gambled yourself out waiting on more money.
I just
What
got
did you
two
call his
questions.
son to do? Remember he was saying that you called his son.
So basically, y'all probably be lost with all this shit that he be on.
Yeah.
So he brought it up here. He brought it up a couple times when he's up here. He's like, Cam is running around with this nigga named Larry. And y'all probably don't even know
I have
what
no idea who Larry is.
yeah, exactly. So do you even remember him saying it?
I do remember he bringing up Larry.
I don't know
know
bringing
him.
up Larry.
Yeah.
He kept bringing up Larry. So let me give you a backstory on Larry. Larry had a grow in Vegas where he was meeting a bunch of rappers and everything, paying everybody to promote his grow in Vegas. Dame met Nori. Pardon me. Nori introduced Dame to Larry. Like, Nori knew Larry first. Mm-hmm. And he introduced Dame. Larry was paying Dame $5,000 a month to promote his weed. Dame ain't Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa to be like, but he's still giving the nigga the bread like, I here. Supposed to give him 3% of the company. I don't really know about that part or whatever. But anyway, not only that, Larry's paying you to promote his weed. Larry lives in Vegas. Not only that, your son lived with Larry as a grown man. So Boogie, his son, lived with Larry for 2.5 years because he wasn't fucking with Dame. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or they didn't have a good relationship. I don't want to say he wasn't fucking with him. They didn't have a great relationship.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He's sitting there as like, can't be with Larry now, can't be with Larry now. Larry puts up $50,000 for a movie. Dame put up $50,000 or supposed to put $50,000 for a movie. Mm-hmm. And another nigga put up $50,000 for a movie. The movie's supposed to be $150,000. Dame tells Larry, when this lady calls, allocate the money to her. So she may want $12,000 now, $6,000 now, $7,000 now, whatever. When it gets to the $50,000, he calls Dame and says, yo, I gave the lady the $50,000. Dame goes off and, you dumbass nigga, you a Vegas Bama, da-da-da-da. So I called this nigga a bunch of names, talking about, I didn't tell you to give, these niggas crazy. Yeah, I didn't tell you to give her $50,000. He's like, I don't know this lady, how'd I get a number, yada, 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 yada. Larry hangs up on him. He calls me, he said, Cam, I've been dealing with Dame. I deal with his insults, say, this the last straw. Been paying this man to promote the weed. I gave him $50,000 for a movie, etc. I just can't. I'm tapped out. Dame calls me after. We not fucking with Larry. I said, why not? He said he hung up on me. That's not what real men do. Real men don't real men don't hang up on niggas. Like that. How many times me and you argue? You never hung the phone up on me. This and that. I say, Dame, nigga, I know you. Everybody's not built for your verbal assassination or whatever the fuck you want to call your verbal assault. Everybody can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
Verbal fair one.
Yeah, there you go. You did a good job. So he's going crazy on me hanging out with Larry because I feel Larry didn't do nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. That man let your son live with him. He was paying you to do weed. He put up $50,000 for a movie. And because he hung up on you because you started insulting him about $50,000 where he allocated it to where you want to be allocated it to, he's a Vegas Bama. I can't jack that, bro. I'm not, he's a good nigga. He's a nigga I stay in Vegas now. Before we was coming, big time gambler. We didn't have to pay for no hotels, comps at every hotel. I take my my Sprinter. We didn't have to pay for shit when we went to Vegas. And because he hung up on him, now he's not a real man, but he's trying to spin a narrative. Remember, I was telling you it's 3 people doing the movie. Mm-hmm. The third person is suing Dame for the movie. Mm-hmm. Cam is hanging out with a nigga who's suing me. I don't know this nigga who's suing you. Mm-hmm. I know like Larry's not suing you. He's just taking the L on the $50,000. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I'll take the L. But Dame going around, Cam running around with a nigga who's suing me. I'm not running around with a nigga suing you. Larry's not even suing you, but that's the narrative that he's pushing. So when he's talking about me doing something with his son called, so Larry's a producer on Talk with Flea on my show. Boogie, Dame's son, called Larry asking for money. Recently, asking for money. So Larry like, yo, you want to get Boogie on the show? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. He's like, we gonna give him $5,000. I said, all right, cool. You interviewing him, you and Sinking interview him, I don't give a fuck. I text Boogie for the producer for our writers. What do you want to talk about on the show? He says his music and his movies. I have the text message. I said, cool. I give it to the writers. 2 days later, Cam trying to do shit with my son. That nigga's foul, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How you gonna reach out to my son? Your son reached out to Larry and said he was fucked up. Larry asked the nigga, do he want to come on the show? He said, yeah. He took the deposit. He ain't sending the deposit back. But now you spending it again to where you fucking with my family. Da-da-da. Yo, my nigga. Nobody called your son. Your son called Larry. Larry asked him if he wanted to come on the show. And that's the name Larry that y'all
Gotcha.
keep hearing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it's just basically,
What's up,
I
Larry?
think Larry's a super cool nigga.
What up, Larry?
Yeah,
What's up,
yeah,
Larry?
yeah. So now y'all know the
My
backstory.
daddy name is
Yeah.
Larry.
And then
Shout
the
out to
thing is
Larry.
for
Got
me,
uncle named Larry.
right? And the thing is for me, the last thing I will say about this situation with Larry, anyways, concerned. Larry's wife. My mom died of cancer 2.5 years ago. I watched her die.
Condolences, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
sorry
thank
to
you. I
hear.
appreciate it. I watched her die for a month. She was good. January 8th, went to the hospital. January 9th, said, "Yo, your mom got about a month and a half to live."
Jesus.
So she died. He's on this show talking about, yo, Larry need to just be worrying about his wife. Larry's wife died 4 days after Dame was on the show.
No, man.
I was watching his wife die with the nigga. She was at hospice.
God
She was
damn.
at hospice at the and she didn't want to die in the hospital. She went home, and so with hospice, so she could die home. So Dame is on the show like, yeah, this nigga Larry don't need to worry. He just need to worry about his wife. This is a nice guy. This nigga ain't into all the shit I'm into. I'm with all this dumb shit. This is a cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? You up there telling this man wife, I'm literally watching her die every day. So I'm like, yo, bro, you really don't got no boundaries. You this mad at Larry for what? Nigga, that nigga watched your son for 2 years and made sure that nigga got a roof over his head. And now you mad because he's not in a lawsuit. He paid you $5,000 a month. And then you put his business out there. Who the fuck said that the nigga want his business out there about his dying wife?
Yeah.
That's why OG Dan told him chill out.
Yeah, did he?
In the interview,
yeah. Yeah, he did.
Because you know why? Daniel's wife died from cancer. He
Right.
watched his wife die on a deathbed from cancer. So he kind of get it. But at the end of the day, fuck is you talking about? Yo, you need to go watch your wife. And you don't understand what that scenario is about. And that's why I'm like, I wish you the best, my
Damn,
nigga,
man.
but you don't really care because she died 4 or 5 days after the interview.
Condolences. That's horrible.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. If y'all want to see the full interview, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description. But as you can see, Camron is pretty much calling out Dame in his ways. Okay, he's not discrediting all of the things that Dame has done for him in his career over the years. I mean, how could you ignore that? You know what I mean? However, is Dame free of criticism? I get it. You know, he has a following, he has a fan base, but come on now. Like I said, this has gotten out of hand. And for what? You know, you talking about Dame Dash, people basically calling him a liar. Let's just call it for what it is. You know, he announced the new position with Revolt. They came out and said, nah, I don't know what homie talking about. But right now, we got business with Cam. You know what I mean? Now, of course, Dame, he threatened to release, you know, receipts to prove everything that he was saying on his end. However, we have yet to see those receipts, okay? All he showed was some text messages, right? A couple threads, but nothing in you know what I mean, in writing, you know what I'm saying, contractually. We didn't see anything of that nature. And again, I get it. You know, that stuff shouldn't even be leaked on the internet. However, when you go on a platform like the Breakfast Club and you put out to the world that, you know, you on path to purchase, you know what I mean, acquire Revolt. Listen, man, those are some bold claims to make just for Revolt to come out the next day and be like, yeah, homie, I don't know what he talking about. Okay, we offered to put some of his content right on Revolt Network, right, along with other content we have, but that was it. So, like I said, right now, you know, maybe this is Dame's way of being mentioned in the algorithm because again, we talking what 2-3 weeks now, going on 4 weeks. A lot of it has died down. And again, let's be real. You know, once Cam right was mentioned in this project with 50, this whole Paid in Full series, it just, you know what I mean, it created a new spark for Dame, and it's just been going back and forth ever since. But the talks of, you know, extortion and things of that nature, you know, speaking on folks who are essentially trying to help you in your brand. You know what I mean? You kicking them in the back for the sake of content, for whatever the hell reason, to promote whatever it is Dame is trying to promote. Point is, man, it's just unfortunate because you got one half of the people who feel like Dame is valid in how he's moving, And then you got those who feel like Dame is just wilding and going out bad, man. But to me, I feel like Dame, he isn't free of any criticism based on his actions and how he treats people. That's the reputation that's going to be left behind. And as you can see, it's a lot of people who call out Dame for his ways when it comes to business. You get what I mean? So again, like I said, if you want to see the full interview with Cam on the Breakfast Club, I'll make sure to leave the link in the description. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Camron, making claims against Dame? According to Cam, Dame tried extorting him, man. And at that point, he says, listen, I'm pretty much done with the back and forth with Dame because, you add that on top of the fact of just his ways and how he's moving. Come on. Again, when all of this started, a lot of people assumed that this is for the sake of content. Now you talking lawsuits, children, deceased relatives. It's getting out of hand. And at the end of the day, what comes with this? What is this going to lead to outside of what we're seeing? And it's just content. Now that things have died down, I guess we have to wait and see what Dame is going to say later on IG. But y'all let me know, man. What are your thoughts on Camron addressing the controversy involving him and Dame Dash? Who do you think is in the right? Who do you think is in the wrong? Again, let me know your thoughts on everything down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.
MREC TV.
We mentioned Vlad TV.
Right.
Now, put me on. What's going on? Why he put your name in a bad light? Like, what's going on?
He was a part of that whole Kading, Reggie Wright, now Whack 100. He was a part of that whole team out there in Cali that was spreading false information
Say word.
by the death of Biggie Smalls.
So they get the nigga and shit, so man, they put him on the car on the ground and shit, they rob him and shit. Like, the feel me, the shotty, I sawed it off myself, so I know that shit do real damage. TM had that shit to the nigga head, and I'm thinking to myself, it ain't even over no real money. I'm already about to go to jail. And I said, nah. And the nigga eased up off him. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was kind of terrified because I ain't even want to see that. Like, I one of them niggas like, I'll pat at you, but I ain't running up on you and shooting you in the face and then standing over you, hitting you 12 times. I'm not psychotic like that. Like, you feel me? If I did it, it was over some money or over some disrespect. So I was out to prove a point, not to, maim or disfigure nobody. Like, I'm not a psycho type shit. Like, you feel me? Like, so... You know what I'm saying? That was a terrifying moment for me because I ain't want to see that, and I'm about to get sentenced, you feel me?
Have you lived the life the streets tried to write for you, but ultimately found your own ending? Do you have a story of survival, betrayal, or redemption? We're looking for real people with real experiences to share their truth. If the streets tried to break you, but you made it out, we want to hear from you. Hit us up now to be a part of The Streets is a Myth.
I don't be wanting no distractions when I'm starting my day. I'm facing 20 years in jail. I don't got no time to...
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.